Okay, also this from the Mail Online, the headline reads, Chaos at Download Festival as useless new cashless payment system crashes, leaving music fans unable to pay for food and drink. Download Rock Festival is the first major UK festival to go cashless. Music fans have to load money onto payment-enabled dog tags. New system branded useless and a complete joke by revellers who complained of being left hungry and forced to queue for hours. Now what grabbed me about this story was, first of all, look at what happens when the system goes down with a glitch or something else happens. People will be unable to buy, just like the prophecy, just like these people did at this download festival. But what also jumped out at me was the graphic the organisers of the Download Festival used to make that cashless payment announcement. It was of a red hand making the devil sign with flames of fire licking around the words "Download is going cashless." Friends, it's in plain sight, a devil's hand with hellfire. Now it's really interesting because there also seems to be a trend in the music industry to use cashless payments at their festivals. Now this is an interesting link because the Bible tells us that the mark of the beast will be as much a mark for financial control as it will be for a religious mark to denote affiliation to the Antichrist system. And for references you can look at Revelation 13:17, 14:9 and 19:20. More and more music festivals are becoming more akin to worship type gatherings. Even the singer Katy Perry's father, who is a pastor and reportedly called her a devil child and asked his congregation to pray for Katy, said, "I was at a concert of Katy's where there were 20,000. I'm watching this generation and they were going at it. It almost looked like church. I stood there and wept and kept on weeping and weeping." They're loving and worshipping the wrong thing. Now it's noteworthy that these worship type events are implementing a cashless system with a mark, a band on the wrist. But it gets even more obvious, friends. Many of you would have heard of the music festival that began in Brussels in 2005. Now that's where the EU Parliament building is, and also where you can see sculptures of the woman riding the beast as mentioned in Bible prophecy. Now the music festival is called Tomorrowland. Its emblem is the all-seeing eye capped with a crown. Now this week Tomorrowworld happens in Atlanta. Now Antichrist symbolism is all over that festival, from the emblem to the pyramid tents for the guests, complete with capstone. The video trailer for the event is dark and disturbing and hypnotic. The young people look frenzied and zombified. The event is nothing less than a full-on worship event, and it's clear to see how the world will worship the Antichrist and how the false prophet will preside over a world religious system just by looking at this event. Now, at the top of the stage area, a large holographic type head eerily watches over the crowds. I couldn't help but recall the scripture from Revelation 13:15 when I saw it. He was then permitted to give life to this statue so that it could speak. Then the statue of the beast commanded that anyone refusing to worship it must die. Now, the opening lines to the Tomorrowland promo talk about three children that discover the pathway to Melodia. It says, "Are you ready to enter our kingdom?" Now remember, this is a music festival, not a movie. This is a real place. Exactly whose kingdom are they entering? It goes on, "Then let the gates be opened." The gates to what exactly? They are talking about the gates to the festival, I know, but you get a strong feeling from the video that they mean more than this. Now during the video, the spellbound crowd pass a giant sheet of the flags of the world over them. The central emblem on the sheet, right in the middle, is the all-seeing eye of the New World Order. A host for the event talks about love and peace and shouts to the crowd to show the flag representing their country. He shouts, "We are one," and the crowd goes wild. Now on the face of it, that statement might sound positive, but this oneness is the unification of the entire planet under a new world order. Friends, it wasn't hidden away, it was right in your face. But get this event is also cashless. Now once you book, you receive your cashless bracelet. Now this, folks, is the closest thing yet to the mark of the beast I've seen, and proves we are living near the end. Now a video on their website explains what to do with the cashless bracelet that comes complete with the all-seeing eye of the Antichrist world order on it. The video says, "Once you receive your Tomorrowworld treasure chest, it is your turn to awaken the magic within." It continues, "Tomorrowworld and Dreamworld will be a land free of cash and credit cards. When you arrive at Tomorrowworld, make sure you wear your bracelet on your right wrist. Prepare for the madness." We should also note, of course, in Revelation 13 that the mark will go on the right hand. Now, of course, I've mentioned a lot of payment devices that are already out there that are doing this same thing. But when you combine that with all of the other activities of this music festival, friends, this is the closest thing yet. Now, Tomorrowworld is no small event. Last September, they welcomed 160,000 guests. Now, the scriptures say he, the Antichrist world order, will cause the people to take the mark. Now, at some point, it will become mandatory for all, because without it, people will be stuck. They won't be able to buy or sell. It will be the only way. But do note that it says he causes. Now, many people are going to be caused to have this through media manipulation, propaganda, hype. It's cool, it's trendy, like it's really trendy at Tomorrowland, for example, to have one of these. It looks fantastic in a lovely little box. It's a little bracelet and it's really clever. I mean, you don't have to take any money with you. It all sounds really amazing. And this is what's going to happen, friends. People are just going to be taken by the excitement of it and think, oh, wow, this is so convenient. It's so cool. I just swipe my hand over here. And the next minute you know, it's like, well, the bracelet isn't good enough. It falls off. I've lost it. What else do I need? Well, I need to have an implant or I need to have a tattoo. Then it's going to be forever on me. Friends, and that's it. Checkmate. That's the mark of the beast right there. We need to be warned right now that this is the way it's all happening. We're being caused to take it. As well as in the end, of course, we will be told that we've got to have it. Now, friends, we as believers do not need to be caused or persuaded, coerced or deceived into taking the mark. Now, a time is coming soon where I think many Christians will have to make a decision to move away from certain technologies that are already consuming our everyday lives as we get closer and closer to the end. Now, I, for one, will not get a smartwatch of any kind. I will not be conditioned or compromise my faith in any way. I will not bow to wearable tech type technologies, even as they increase in popularity and I'm made to feel like I need to have one. Remember, none of us felt the need to have a mobile phone. Now we can't live without them, and so many people seem totally consumed by them and are using them all the time. I mean, how many times a day do we look at our phone, constantly picking it up, checking for this or that or the other? Now, the same will be for wearable tech, and then of course the implant or tattoo will follow.